Good evening, and welcome to Future Trends. I'm your host, Tom Lucas. Tonight we examine the futuristic educational technology known as Sloodle. My staff of crack reporters have traveled to the farthest reaches of the metaverse to uncover the mysteries behind this most promising trend. But before we go on location, let's answer a few basic questions. First, what is Sloodle? Well, put on your seatbelts. A visit to the Sloodle website finds this definition. Sloodle is an acronym for Simulation-Linked Object Dynamic Learning Environment. Sloodle is a free plugin for the popular open-source web-based LMS Moodle. The creators of Sloodle state that it enhances the existing support for learning and teaching through the integration of Second Life and Moodle. Conversely, blogger Brent Capriati writes that Sloodle creates a virtual experience space that offers the structure of LMS functionality in the context of a multiplayer simulation. With that being said, if Sloodle is a mashup of Moodle and Second Life, then we might want to know a little bit about Moodle and Second Life. According to Montclair State University, Moodle is a learning management system, or LMS, that lets you provide documents, graded assignments, quizzes, and so on. It is free to download and use. And what about Second Life? According to writer Arcane, Second Life is a three-dimensional virtual community created entirely by its membership. Members assume an identity and take up residence, creating a customized avatar to represent themselves. This avatar moves about the virtual environment using the mouse and keyboard buttons. This world is being used for socializing, commerce, and educational application. Its true potential has yet to be seen. So what is the value of Sloodle, Second Life, or any virtual learning environment? Turning once again to blogger Brent Capriati, the virtual learning environment, or VLE, the Second Life can represent offers both asynchronous and synchronous learning experiences and presents a virtually and visually robust learning environment. In a VLE, a student can manipulate 3D objects, experience simulations, communicate with other students, and much more. Sloodle has the ability to pull learners and learning environments together by connecting the LMS of Moodle and the VLE of Second Life. Now, okay, that we have a basic understanding of the concepts behind Sloodle, let's go on virtual location in Second Life with lead correspondent David Lax with his report on the history of Sloodle.
Thanks, Tom. Let's start with a history lesson on this thing called Moodle. According to Wikipedia, Moodle has been evolving since 1991 with a current architecture and look starting in 2001. Moodle was created by Martin Dougiamas. Now, he's a WebCT administrator at Curtin University down under in Australia. Dr. Dougiamas has graduate degrees in computer science and education. His PhD thesis examined the use of open source software to support a social constructionist approach of teaching and learning within internet-based communities of reflective inquiry. This research has strongly influenced the design of Moodle, providing pedagogical aspects missing from many other e-learning platforms. Tom, a good note here is to point out that Moodle currently has over 52,000 registered sites and over 30,000 registered users worldwide, and it is growing. According to Hans Zwart, Moodle 1.0 came out in August of 2002. Martin D. made the conscientious decision to use the popular scripting language PHP as he wanted to collaborate with as many other developers as he could find. Internationalization was built in from the outset. An online language editor was provided, and Moodle is now translated into more than 75 languages. Now on to the history of Second Life. Second Life, also known as SL, is a multi-user virtual environment, or MOVE, created by a company called Linden Labs, and it was launched back in June of 2003. This 3D internet-based virtual world is a free client program where residents interact, build objects called sculpted prims, and socialize via avatars. Now let's move on to the history of Sloodle. Tom, it's been very exciting because I was able to connect with both of the co-founders of Sloodle, Jeremy Kemp and Daniel Livingstone. And according to Jeremy Kemp, Sloodle came out first in 2006, and as you can see in this email correspondence with Daniel Livingstone, he says, Jeremy and I met through Second Life in the first place, and he first proposed Sloodle. I enthusiastically jumped on board as co-founder. After an early contributor dropped out, our third project member was Edmund Egder, who continued a lot of developmental work. He's based in Japan, and this meant the project had almost from the beginning had a presence across the globe. I'm in the UK, with contributors initially only knowing each other through Second Life. That is really exciting. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Dave, for that informational report. Now it's time to get to some of the specifics of Sloodle. Let's visit with virtual reporter Shirley Holbrook and her story on the Sloodle quiz chair and assessments.
Thanks, Tom. This is Safari Hellendale reporting from the Sloodle Sandbox. Today's focus is the quiz chair. Let's face it, no one likes a quiz. Teachers don't like to make them and students don't like to take them. But between Sloodle and this quiz chair, that's about to change. For teachers, make a multiple choice quiz in Moodle. Keep it somewhat short and to the point so that the chair can hold all of the information. For students, once you're registered for a course, all you have to do is have a seat on a quiz chair and the quiz will load. Questions appear in the upper right-hand corner. Then pick the right answer and the chair moves up. Make a mistake and it lets you know that you were wrong. There's still no getting away from quiz scores. Teachers, the students' grades will be sent to you from Sloodle through Moodle to your grade book. Now they are having some technical difficulties with Moodle 1.9 using the quiz chair, so if that's what you're using, be patient while they work some of the bugs out. Back to you, Tom, and now how do I get down from here?
Thanks, Shirley. I'm certain that our audience is getting a much better grasp of the concept of Sloodle and how it works. Now let's check in with Robin Robb and her report on Sloodle vending machines.
Hi, Tom. Thanks for that warm welcome, Tom. This is Amber Compose, and I am reporting from Sloodle Island. Sloodle Island is a series of classrooms in the virtual world that learning institutions can use to conduct classes. It's definitely not the traditional brick-and-mortar building. As a matter of fact, this classroom is up in the sky. Wow! Today's topic is the Sloodle vending machine. I'm standing right beside one of these machines, and as you can see, it looks like the typical vending machine that we have in First Life. That's the beauty of it. It works on the same principle, input and output. Simply stated, it's a way to distribute objects to your students in Second Life through a Moodle website. First, the instructor has to res an object. This just means to create or make something that appears in Second Life. The term res comes from the 1982 movie Tron. Once the objects are in the vending machine, a student will touch the machine to bring up the menu. It'll load a Moodle website and you just make your choices, drag and drop your items, touch the machine again, and then check out the details of the chosen objects. It's that simple. This is so cool. I wish school was like this when I went. Back to you, Tom. Peace out, everybody. So how did I do? Did my hair look okay?
Thanks, Robin. It's clear that there's really something to this Sloodle. Now it's on to Bridget Lalache and her story on the Sloodle toolbar.
Thanks, Tom. I'm here on location at Sloodle Island, investigating the many uses of the Sloodle toolbar. The Sloodle toolbar is a HUD, or heads-up display, object in Second Life. It is displayed as an interface item on your screen with buttons you can interact with. For example, the Classroom Gestures button allows your avatar to display gestures specific to the classroom, such as raising your hand. You can also write a blog entry up to 1,000 characters on the Sloodle toolbar, and it will send your entry straight to the Moodle site. Although this might not be a lengthy blog entry, it will be enough for a Sloodle student to post their reactions and observations of activities within Second Life and allow their instructor on Moodle to read their reflections. The Sloodle toolbar makes interacting with Second Life and Moodle quick, easy, and efficient. No need to scan through the many gestures in your inventory. No need for paper and pencil for note-taking. It's all on the Sloodle toolbar. This is Opal Osterham, live from Sloodle Island. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Bridget, for a very informative report. Now let's see what correspondent Johnny Piper has to say about the Prim Drop, or how students submit assignments.
Thanks, Tom. I hope all is well for you back there in RL. I'm standing here next to a Prim Drop in Second Life. This is something that has been developed recently to be used by educators to gather student assignments in Second Life. For the tech-savvy educator wanting to reach students in the digital age, this little box here is quite a little miracle worker. What it does is allow an instructor to create an assignment in Moodle, copy it to a note card in Second Life, then drag it from their Second Life inventory into this Prim Drop. The students can then retrieve the assignment, complete it, and resubmit it by dragging it from their inventory back here into the Prim Drop. The instructor then retrieves the completed assignment, can assess the work, put it back into the Prim Drop for the student to pick up. Evidently, this can go on until the student and the instructor agree that the assignment criteria has been met and scholarly product has been produced. What is amazing about this whole process is that they never have to meet face to face. It is all in a digital format, so there are no papers to get lost. And it's all free. How many educational systems do you know that can't afford free? The people at Moodle and Second Life have been doing their homework. It's time for the rest of us to join them and take advantage of these exciting new tools for education. This has been Johnny Piper reporting inside Sloodle Island in Second Life. Back to you, Tom.
Excellent report, Johnny. I'm beginning to feel that I could broadcast the show directly from Second Life. Now let's hear from Jackie King and her report on virtual field trips.
Thanks, Tom. Hello, I'm Miraj Naidu, sitting atop the future of field trips. That's right, with extensive budget cuts, field trips have become a thing of the past. But it's time to think outside of the box. Yes, this box, Freemail Blog. It's an awesome feature of Sloodle that offers a postcard blogger. There is an entire virtual universe for your students to discover. Send them on field trips. Let them blog about it on a postcard complete with photo sent to your Moodle account. And it's easy to do. Take a snapshot in Second Life. This box opens. Click Send via email and send. In the top line, you type in your Moodle blog site that you have set up. Type in the subject in the subject line. Write your blog and click Send. And there you have it, a completed postcard with picture. Freemail Blog, another fine feature from Sloodle. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Jackie, for that great report. Certainly, the Sloodle program has much to offer forward-thinking educators. I can't help but think that there's much more to it, and I am positive we'll see many advances in Sloodle or VLEs in general as time goes on. It's truly an exciting time to be an educator. I'd like to thank all my correspondents for doing such a thorough job of examining the world of Sloodle. I'm Tom Lucas for Future Trends. Good night.
Some elements LMSs bug me, some CMSs bore me. I think they're just okay. If they don't give good information, I just walk away. Some are flat and some are old, but they can't do it right. That's right. So the LMS that uses a 3D world, Sloodle sees the light. 'Cause we are living in a digital world, and I am a virtual girl. Digital immigrants in a digital world, and I am a virtual girl. Moodle first glance, Sloodle second chance, that's alright with me. They really raise my interest, they're really great to see. Some LMS try, others we ask why they don't do what they say. We've got to give learning a chance, the 3D immersive way. 'Cause we are living in a digital world, and I am a virtual girl. Digital immigrants in a digital world, and I am